It is Tiny Dog because you said so, Zell. I believe you. I accept Tiny Dog. And because I have tiny dogs.
Oh.
Skipper cuddles me so good. I also have tater tots. And applesauce. Thanks to Ankh. Ankh told me to get applesauce. So that's for later. No. Not again. No. 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 Dr. Hollywood got that stuck in your head. No. We are dressed perfectly for Hildibrand. Hey, Vilkrin. Hellcup says, I started playing Final Fantasy XIV online recently. The quest with Jendaling the Esthetician was funny. Oh, goodness. Is that the hairdresser? Are you guys right here doing the Manderville? Yeah. You guys are nothing if not dedicated. That's the hairdresser. The hairdresser's hilarious. Hi, Luna. What was it? M dance? Yes. I'm gonna be out of sync, like, on purpose. Look at this bunny! Look at this bunny! Oh my god! Look how cute that bunny is! Its ears are so big! Its ears are so big! That's what Rabbit looked like from Pooh. That's what Rabbit looked like when he was a baby. It's the dwarf rabbit. So cute. It's so cute. Oh my god. Yes. They went all out for the jiggle physics on this slime helmet. For this the slime hat. Oh, I'm whatever you want to do. I'm good, James. I have my Grahatia forever. Little pre-crystal boyfriend following me around. I should have Alfie. I should bring out my wind-up Alfie. Alright. So we did the first two chapters of, or episodes. The first two episodes of, Hildibrand. We got our Manderville Dance. Oh, let me, get you guys in. Oh, I didn't even see Talus. Let me get you guys in a party if you would like. I'll just invite everybody along. It's, Talus did enough writing that you're allowed to play Final Fantasy, 14 again, right? Do you have flowers? Do you have flowers? I'm trying to look at your flowers. Flowers. How are all of you, like, I feel like I need to dress in black and red. Look at all of you. You're all in black and red. Is there a party? Is there a dress code I was not told of? Talus with his lore-accurate name. That's right. That's right. He pays attention. Oh, I think I do have that. You're right. I do. Oh, that. Yeah, I do have that. I don't know. I'm just wearing whatever right now. But it's perfect for this quest line, so. The business of betrothal. Ellie has put her skills as a reporter to good use. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I've found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Guguremu, a prominent member of the East Alenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently, her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. I mean, you got purple hair. That's pretty cool. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just to anyone, mind you, to the heir to the Bruguiere Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bridge is further... The bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Woo! Royalty AU. I'm down. I love A+. A+ for Royalty AU. I'm down. Hi, Lunia. See? All of y'all are dressed in black and red. I am very poorly dressed for this occasion. You all look, I'm just like, I'm like the like rich fancy person going through this quest, and you all look like my bodyguards. There we go, Kirtana! Kirtana's in blue. Kirtana's got a different role. I promise it wasn't intentional. This is the glam I was wearing when you logged in. It's perfect. It's perfect. You're my bodyguards. And Kirtana is she's in blue. She's you look like a kind of like a what's the word? Like a stewardess. You're like my you're my travel agent. Oh, silencing, mate. Oh no, are you Caroline? Yes. Yes. There it is. There it is. Wait. Yes, Caroline. Yes, Caroline. I don't know I don't know, like, what'll keep me in a kneeling position. Mistress Caroline. From Persona. Oh, yes. Yes. I need a jail cell to be in. Glorious. Glorious. The Warrior of Light should look different than everyone else, right? There you go. There you go, Panther. Looks like a female Joker. Aww. Y'all so cute. Y'all so cute. Okay. The business of betrothal in Costa del Sol. Are they all blonde too? Almost. Zeeps isn't. Oh, the Scions are all blonde. Legit. And now you look like Link. Now you look like Breath of the Wild Link, who is husbando. Hi! Lally ho! Hey, Manic! Hi, Halil! Welcome, guys. You're not one of my associates. The banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have a moment of... Ah, yes, that true Gil sensationalist rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief in his letter of challenge. Okay, Persona. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. These three guys in their butter knife swords and goatees are the best that money can buy.
Derp alert.
Derp alert! Can we get some derps in the chat, please? What's up, Alaska? What's going on? Happy Friday, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're not working too hard. I hope you're getting lots of rest. Hey, Catastrophe. Happy Friday. Is that legit a Breath of the Wild Link glamour? You got it. Spot on. It's good. You know, if Link was a giant bunny girl. Veiled Lady, nice to meet you. Welcome, following because I love your hair. Thank you. You're too kind. I appreciate it. Preliminary patch notes for 5.3 are already out? Really? Oh my gosh. No spoilers. No story spoilers. Not that they put story spoilers in there, but you never know. Square Enix sometimes spoils things. The Brass Blades of the Gebara, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him in askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. Yeah, but who started that rumor? Probably one of them. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Oh, this guy. Consulting Inspector Briardian, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one, entrusting the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious skill. Very well. Let us see if your reputation is deserved, but consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. Hey, Lockette! Thank you so much for the 3 years! Can we get some love and chat for this new happy shiny Cosmic Peach? Lockette, thank you! Take care, Alaska, thank you!
I have finally ascended to a new form. Happy 3 years.
You have ascended to a new form! Lockette! Thank you so much, sweetie! You're beautiful, beautiful Cosmic Peach. Ah, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has a single modus operandi, and it is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge. A precious treasure whisked away from his rightful owner in the broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods he uses to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vance, would be an obvious target for our thief. So too would be his father, Morgant. Yaltonotol and his wife, Sainana. The guest of honor will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguramu himself. Finally, we have Lewinhart, a steward of Guguramu's estate and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, has assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. I love her. Hildibrand Manderville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. Do you have a fish? What's it? I don't remember the voice I gave him. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briardian. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor, as only a Manderville man can. How do they do anything with those mittens on? I love that she posed with him. He does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? I mean, I have a slime on my head, so I can't really judge. Good Inspector, I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Look at, okay, wait, hold on. Wait. Look at her face. Look at her little face. Peeking up over his shoulder. Oh my god, yes. Always watching. Get wrecked, Hildy. She's always watching. Oh my god, I love it.
Always watching.
Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? He is a funny man. Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Oh my god. You guys have the poses. The Manderville pose is too good. Oh, look at Kitty! It's too good. It's too good. What was her name again? She's not labeled. Speak with Briardian. Oh, you've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Luna. You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the guise of Lady Dorilda, stole off with the Treaty Blade. Was there anything about the foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? Identical appearance. The obvious answer, and yet all too many, a certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit him upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearances at will. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magics far outside the grasp of the common folk are at his disposal. This in itself gives us insight to his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements to mannerisms to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal, not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise. He studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely, that not even their closest friends and family could detect that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet, some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our Phantom, Luna. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? I would say one of the guests. Would he? The guests are well acquainted with each other. One misstep and the thieves' cover would be blown. No, there was a more logical first target that would afford him the opportunity to gather knowledge he needs at less risk. Yes, one of the brass blades of the Gebara. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to the question, brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for the past 3 days. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Oh my god, this is exhausting. Can I take a tater tot break from this novel? He's tall because he's an Ellison. They're tall, like Aymeric. Nashu, that's her name. Nashu. She's so cute. Alfie's a younger Ellison, though. He's not an adult. I mean, he's legal. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what Ellison laws are. Hi, Doofy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I love the peach. Grabbing for the peach. Oh my goodness. I hope you're doing well. He may be of legal age, but it's illegal to be this cute. To be that precious. We stand Alfie. Alfie is number one. Number one son of all sons. We must protect him with our life. Ah, yay! 5.3. There's gonna be more Alfie. I'm so excited. There's gonna be more Crystal Boyfriend. Look, this guy talked so long the sun went down. I do like the peach clouds, though. Sorry, my tater tots are getting cold. No, not fried lalafell. Don't eat lalafels. They're friends, not food. Oh, Eternal, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for gifting us something, Doofy. Aww.
Get that food in your belly.
Thank you. I'm eating tater tots. And they're so good. Eternal. Whoops. You guys are so kind. Yeah, that's a different kind of potato than Lalafels. It's kind of like I can eat a peach and it's not cannibalism because it's a non-sentient peach. So this is a non-sentient potato. James, thank you for gifting us something, Lady Tappy. Oh god, it's so kind. Alex!
What worse than a lobster on your piano? Crabs on your organ.
I would have to agree with you. I would have to agree with you. Thanks for the Prime sub, dude. Thanks, I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. Oh, why do I love that so? I love that phrase. Thanks, I hate it. Look at all these growing peaches. Look at all these growing peaches. Oh my god. Well, peaches are people too, but not the ones you eat. 95% of the NPC Lalas can be eaten because they're not friends. I mean, there's some pretty shitty Lalas in this game. Oh, Alex, you're so sweet for waiting those 2 hours. That's right, it gives you like an exact countdown now. I don't think you can't gift your Prime sub, right? I don't think so. I think you can only use it on yourself. So small and so evil. There are some small evil potatoes. Oh! Not Prime subs. But if someone gifts you a sub, then I think you can't use your Prime sub on that channel because it locks you into, because it locks you, like it says you already have a sub. Excuse me. Welcome back, Phil. Nice. I love Subway. Their flatbread. Their flatbread is so good. Oh, excuse me. Now I have the hiccups. Too many tots. Our thief would not have the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. So, we're searching for a naked guy in a ditch. Naked guy in a ditch, the quest. Alright. Ah. Whatever. Oh, no seats available. Okay, it looked like there were seats available. It's dark. I can't see. Yeah, hidey ho, bear. Ooh, enjoy dinner, Talus. Manderville, man. Look at this crab. Holy, there's your crabs. There's your cancer crab. We're gonna have to go... No. Found him. Found him. I mean, at least he didn't kill him. Kirtana with a game giveaway. Thank you, sweetie. I'm gonna push the button. Thank you. If you're following the channel, you can enter to win a game of your choice from our Steam Game Vault list by typing !waffle and up to 100 peaches. Thank you, Kirtana. Holy crabs. Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I have worked with. Oh, thank the gods. Please, free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. He left you for the snippers, did he? There. Now tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief. We just arrived in Costa del Sol. Had a briefing of sorts. Master Gugudamu gave us each our orders, who we'd be looking after and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came to, here I was, stripped to my skivvies. Much to the chagrin of those of us who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Gugudamu, who was to be your charge. My memory's hazy, but one was Morgant, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafellan gent from Limsa. Yalto Nolto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There was also the steward, Lewenhart. I was to review him with the schedule of events. Discuss the protection, a key supplies, that sort of thing. Thank you, Snuggly, for the 14-month resub, my Ascended Peach. Thank you so much. How many waffles? Exclamation point, my peaches. Yeah, that'll show you how many peaches you have. You won a game code, filled out the form, but never got a game. I send them to your Twitch Whispers. You have to check your Twitch Whispers from me. That's how I send all of them. As it says, all the info you guys need to know is all either in the message in chat, on the doc, or when you fill out the form, there's even more information. All the info you need to know is there. Morgan, Cialto Noto, and Lewenhart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city and into the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol and continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me, and for the love of gods, make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. General Rookie! Congratulations! Oh, another winner! Thank you, Miss Mio! A second winner, Vilkrin! Congrats! Thank you, guys. Hey, Bubba, I am on... Yay! I'm on the Aether server, Genova. I'm on the Genova server. Alrighty. Fatter cat. I want to see Talus's fatter cat plush. I main white mage, yeah. At the moment, I'm a dancer, because I'm leveling dancer. And those are the only two classes that I've played. Hi, Freda! Whee! Oh, there you are. Not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briardian's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? My white mage is maxed. That's my main character. Morgant, Yalto Noto, and the steward Lewinhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildibrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The inspector shall be none the wiser. Haha, if he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, he should have simplified the task for me so. Ah, there is one of our suspects standing suspiciously under that canopy there. Just you wait, Fred. Fiend, I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. This is so Persona. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at all the kitties and bunnies everywhere. So cute. That's so cute. We're not doing too terribly much, Bubba. We're just doing the Hildibrand quest. But if you want to come find us in Costa del Sol, feel free. Absolutely. It's a good emote, Sal. I know. Luna's cute with her little slime helmet on, right? It's perfect for this quest. Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Ready your quill, that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Manderville men of ages past, to reveal our foe. I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal, too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital! This is why you are my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now behold, as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Hey, Blue Man. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Fill it out again, Twang, and I'll check it tonight for ya. Is Nashu Hildibrand Strolly? She does look similar to me. She's hilarious. She's so funny. Oh my god. He's gonna mess this up. He's gonna blow our cover. Good evening, Master Gugudumu. And a fine evening it must be. Thank you, Emma Mosking, for the Twitch Prime resub. How you doing? Happy Friday! I have applesauce.
Would more peachy love, yay.
You're so kind. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Those Twitch Primes, they don't automatically renew, so make sure you guys are checking to make sure that you're using your Twitch Prime sub. You can get free sub perks from a streamer you want to support, and it supports a streamer. So make sure you're not just letting those Twitch Prime subs sit there. He's already messing it up. Hi, Siren. Welcome. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Mistress Arabella. Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter, you. Just who in the seven hells are you anyway? Guards! Guards! Now, old your chocobos, Gugudumu. I recognize this lad. This is Hildibrand, agent of enquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom thief, have ya? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude, eh, Vans? The phantom thief? Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed to have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an fashioned, challenged youth. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. That's me Vans, ever calm in the face of danger. Truly is the father's son. A worthy heir to the Brugair Consortium, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity for our families, or family, I should say. Which reminds me, Master Vans, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude to you for the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Oh, that little trinket? 'Twas nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed. The time-honored Manderville Act of Oh my god. This is so exhausting. Oh, have fun, Alex. Thank you, Mama Dragon Tears. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I hope you love it, Alex. Take care. Take care. Good to see you. Just got your Black Mage into Shadowbringers. Nice. The follow alerts show up at the bottom of the screen, Bubba. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. They're silent. There's not giant audible fanfare every time someone follows. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for the support. We're glad to have you here. The time-honored Manderville art of parley. We'd be sleeping with the fishes now had Morgant not spoke up on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Ha! Let's not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoops, was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Look at her with her giant quill. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yaltonoto and Lewenhart, who have aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. Yeah, that too. That's exactly why I do it. Exactly what Durfee said. Doofy. Oh my god, I cannot freaking speak. Not everybody wants fanfare when they follow. Like, I know when I follow someone, a lot of times I'll even, like, wait until they're offline. I'm so, like, I don't want attention sometimes when I follow someone. And so it's an acknowledgement, but it doesn't, like, you know, like I said, there's no, like, fanfare announcing it. Because some people don't want that. Some people just want to lurk, you know? And that's totally okay, and we want to encourage that. So... Durfee. Your new name is Durfee. It's like a ship name for Doofy and himself. Can you ship someone with themselves? Maybe if you just, like, desperately don't want them to be with anybody. The USS Durfee. Oh, yes. Oh my god. It's too good. It's too good. Oh my gosh. Exactly! We ship Lord Farron with himself. Well, now I ship Lord Farron with Mordramoth, but... I've not seen your faces round here. With the East Elenard Trading Company, are ya? Well, why yes, good sir. Very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Elenard Trading Company. Oh, pleasure to meet ya. Do tell. Is the Lapis Maiden as lovely as they say? Sainana here's no slouch herself. Wow. But like me, she's getting on in years. No offense intended, my dear. Wow, you just said, like, to your wife's face. She's no slouch herself. Hi, Sales. Thank you for lurking. Oh, but where are me manners? Yaltonoto, the Brugair Consortium, and this is me wife. Sainana, I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. Aye, I dare say this wedding, and the joining together of our family businesses, couldn't be happening at a better time. What with all manner of fellow beasts and beastmen taking aim in our wares. Why, just the other day a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, the lot of 'em. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice 'em up myself and make a salad out of. You have heard of the Mandragoras, haven't you? But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the Fist of Ralgar. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra whatsits a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Not my vegetables, my cabbages! My cabbages! Would it kill you to read the Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. Oh my god. Why, they struck at the larder just here days ago. Our supplies were decimated. They're freeing the fruits and vegetables. Oh my god, that's great. From captivity. Oh my goodness. Alright, Bubba. I gotcha. Like I said, you can come find us. Hey, Clovwen. What do Mandragoras eat? If they don't eat, if they don't eat plants? Well, they might eat plants. Well, maybe they're meat eaters. I don't know. They're saving the fruit. That's right. If they say vegetables, maybe they eat fruit. Haha. Fear not, milady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen product. It arrived safely some time ago. She's so cute. Settle down, Sinana. Forgive me wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure. And with that, I'd best go prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. A reverse vegetarian. That's right. I only eat meat. Criminy. None of those three were suspicious in the least. We must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Now where was I? Give up hope, he of many faces will last laugh. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briordian will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lewenhart spoke. Should we find any contradictions in his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briordian will be back before long. Come, Nashu, it's no time for delay.
The fat chocobo.
A carnitarian? Excuse me. Lolly ho. Lolly howly ho. Inspect the supplies. Inspect the supplies. Oh, Christman's here too. Everybody's here at Super Smash Brothers. Whoop. Those giant melons. Crates of assorted foodstuffs and veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears that our man Lewenhart spoke true. Yet. Are those explosives? I spy concealed among these coconuts. Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Nashu, far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time, and I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event, I fear somewhat misdirected. Now set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like the astute assistant you are. Are those peaches? They might. They could have been giant peaches. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briordian is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon this scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briordian, explode, a fiery demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? Uh-oh. Don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. It's out in the water. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But, Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briordian come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Luna and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth at this beach. You two just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nashu. We shall return for your creations once Inspector Briordian has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us, and we must heed its cry. Please don't tag me in every single message that you type, Bubba. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love Nashu. She's so cute. She's so cute. A burst of inspiration. Inspector Briordian would share with you his latest findings.
Oh, Peachy.
So, Hildibrand has managed thus far to not destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Ah, indeed. But enough about Hildibrand. Luna and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah, yes, that spot over there, by the crates should suffice. There, of all places? But surely we could find somewhere more scenic. I am not here on vacation. I am here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy, indeed. Oh, bloody hells. Don't worry, Luna. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. Wow. Ooh. Hey, Terry. This hat has amazing jiggle physics. I will say that much about it. Oh my god. Seriously, the hat though. The hat's too good. The hat's too good. Sound effects are for subscribers, and there's a cooldown on them. Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go someplace warm. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. If you insist, Inspector. Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgan, Cialto Noto, and Lewenhart. The 3 of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over. Are the 2 of you listening? Of course we are! Beg pardon, Inspector. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you were right. I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere? Ah, but there is no need. Wait here, and I shall build us a fire. He's building a- Oh no! He's gonna build- He's by the bombs! Oh my god. Aha! Methinks the inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly. And as fortune would have it, I just happen to have a flintstone on my person. She's excited! She wants the bombs to go off! There is no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. Whee! It's flying! Oh my god. What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Could this be another challenge from the fiend? I mean, it's a fair assessment. Surely you jest. It looks nothing like his usual card, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, but we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. I want to be her friend. Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It's not the Lapis Maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubt as to the sender. But what is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page? Confounding Inspector Briardian will meet a fiery demise. Ah. 'Cause that makes sense. Impressive. Her sneeze. Nashu's the best. Oh my god.
Howdy all.
Hi, Baron. Howdy, Baron. Oh my god, he's like destined to be like blown up in every episode. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime resub, Baron. Nah, she's the best. You saw through the fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? Are ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for wear. You have my gratitude. Hildibrand Manderville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance! Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. What in the name of the gods? Thal's teeth! Those vegetables cost a fortune, and they're ruined! Agent of Enquiry? More like Agent of Inquiry and Injury and Oh my god. Injury and incompetence. You are to replace the supplies that you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in gale. Joe, thank you for lurking. The modelers don't want the Highlander on the floor model to be wasted, right? Oh my god. Nashu is so cute! Is that a fish? I'm getting hungry. Yes, I see you poking the slime head. Well done. It's squishy. What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not, the fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Gugudumu bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods, this is no thief, this is a madman. As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that will prove a difficult task. Those crates contained imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days. What with the Mandragoras at large, even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The Mandragoras. I have heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it was very closely resembled the Eorzean dragon pepper, save for its color, which was deep purple. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Lewenhart. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of Gebara proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst with a want for taking on fearsome enemies with not a shred of concern for her own well-being. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, I, yes, I, shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the purloined goods back to their rightful owner. I'll go if Nashu comes with me. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. One Sundhimal of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads from the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Gugudumu is likely to cook me instead. Please, Fred, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let a lady face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together. Hmm? Yes. Alright, we're gonna teleport over here, and then I need a break. I need a breather.
It is a slime hat, Namels. Yes.
Slime hat, best hat. Oh, bye, Eternal. Take care. Good luck with the car inspection. And have fun with the dinner.
Peachy looks like a blueberry fairy princess. Yes, it's a blueberry slime.
It's got a face and a crown and everything. It's so good. Are we having more just chatting? I mean, we might chat a little bit at the end, but usually most of the... Once we play the game, we usually pretty much play until the end. And we stop and chat like this, but... Yeah, it's usually at the beginning. Hey, Orionology! Majestic! Kirtana gifted me the outfit. It's a Mog Station outfit. I have. It's the Manderville Dance. We got that last week. Random people doing the Manderville Dance. So good. I know. The jiggle physics on this hat are awesome. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go do the Manderville Dance, like, up on him. So good. This guy knows where it's at. Seriously, learn how to do that in real life, and you're good. You'll burn many calories doing the Manderville Dance. Oh, alright, like I said, I need a quick breather. So I'll be back. Grab a drink, grab a snack, get some water, stay hydrated, get up and stretch real quick, and I'll see you guys shortly. Ooh, got coffee. Peachy got coffee. So, I mean, I'm happy.
Yes.
Coffee. Coffee.
Shiny peaches.
Heck yeah, shiny peaches. Beautiful. Happy, shiny, magical peaches. You wish you had Final Fantasy XIV? You wish you had a sub to it again, or at all, because the game is free. The core game, you can play for free up to 35, level 35 currently. Starting Tuesday, you can play all the way up through the first expansion
Get
for
that
free.
food in your belly.
So, now if you subbed in the past, you can't play again without subbing. But if you're on a free account, then you can You can stay on that free account, but you can only play up to that certain level. I noticed some people talking about Inuyasha today, so they gave a release date for it. Now, is that a series or just like a movie? It's a series, right? And isn't it like Sesshomaru's like kid or something? Is it like Inuyasha and Inuyasha's kid and Sesshomaru's kid or something? It's a full series. Cool, Cloak. Hi, Allie. How are you, sweetie? Coffee and waffles. Well, you beat my coffee. I mean, I have, within arm's reach, I have some more dark chocolate. And some pistachios. But I don't have anything as tasty as waffles. Congratulations, Cloak. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Allie. Thank you. We're taking a little bit of a break because the quest we're doing has a lots of reading, and I'm relaxing my jaw. What was the what was the tournament, Cloak? What did you do? Hey Zoe, welcome. Hello. Hello. I will always make you hungry for food. I'm always talking about food. It's good reading. I mean, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's just it's exhausting for the jaw. And my foot, I've got mosquito bites or spider bites or something on my foot, and it is so itchy. I put cortisone on it last night. It's like I couldn't sleep. Characters. They're the best characters. Oh my god. It comes with the Shadowbringers art book. That's so cool. You buy an art book and you get a mini in the game. That's so cool. That's so Wandering Savior. I went full Siren. I knew of this. Someone had told me that this existed. But I forgot about it. And then when I saw it, I immediately recognized it. I was like, oh wait! That's a thing! Oh my god. That's too cute! It's too cute! Sorry. Oh my god. This is too adorable. What is this little, like, red bunny thing? Gratia. Oh my god. You're welcome, Doopy. I can't control the fangirl noises. They just happen. You can't plan it. You can't control it. You can't contain it. The noises just happen. So you happen to be here for fangirl squeeing.
I legit thought that there was a siren.
That's what they're
legit thought that there was. Wait, is that a police siren? No, that's a fire truck siren. No, it's the emergency alert. No, it's Peachy.
It's Peachy's.
That's what my mind did.
Peachy's emergency alert system at seeing a mini pet. Oh my god. Oh, Mr. P. What was that? I need a clip of that. I hope somebody clipped it. I don't even know what just came out of me. Like, I have no idea. I need to see a clip for later.
Just wow.
Like, you can't control the fangirl noises. They just happen, and you don't know what they're gonna be.
I don't want you to control it. It's hilarious. I laugh so hard sitting here just listening to the byproduct of what you're seeing. Too much.
Mr. Jack, look that boy. Oh my god. He's standing in the doorway. Mr. Jack. Hi, baby doll. You can keep it cracked. It's a little hot in here. What? As long as my sirens don't disturb you.
Oh, like I said, it's fun.
I'm so glad.
That one got me.
He has fun just listening to me all day, shouting up here.
You got me on that one.
I made the world think that there was like a siren going off. I don't even know what I sounded like. Oh no. Peachy Squeed new alert. Oh my god. Hi, Venti! I made people come out of lurk for that. Like. Hey, Raguchi. Is that a fire truck? No, that's my wife. Okay, seriously though, what sound did I just make? I put cortisone on it last night. It was like I couldn't sleep. On it last night. It was like I couldn't sleep. There's gonna be multiple versions, like that one and then this next one. I'm crying, dude. It does! It totally sounded like a siren, you're right. I'm imagining like being a kid, being a kid and being at the parade and the fire truck like going down the street. We have to loop it, remix it, and auto-tune it. Oh man, I'm crying. I put cortisone on it last night. It was like I couldn't sleep. Everyone pull over, I hear a siren. It's the fangirl alert. How is that a human sound? last night. I was like, I couldn't sleep. I can't. Peachy saw Mini Dulia. Enough said. And we brought the rain in the game too. Oh my god, I'm crying. We're making this an alert. Oh my god. It all happened. That's the best when it happens mid-sentence and there's no planning. There's no planning. I would say I would let the thirst rain down upon me, but I gotta keep the slime dry. Oh, no sound effect. No, that is you paying money to hear that. It's the Fangirl Siren. It's the sequel to the Sorikusaurus. That's right. Oh my god. I server hopped for this. Oh my god. Whew. The sounds. The sounds. Hi, Cal. Need to set an alarm for Fridays. Oh man, welcome everybody who's coming. Hi, Aria. Aria Dim. We have a couple Arias now. Oh my god. This is the content I subscribed for. Oh. Fangirls be like that though. Best reaction, better than I imagined. Like, that's not planned. I can't believe the actual siren sound. Oh my god. You do pay money for sound effects every month. That is true. That is true. You do have sound effects. Oh my god. That was so funny. Better than the doggy incident? What dog? Which one? Doggy explosion? What? Watch out, dog meat. Oh. This was a long time ago. Wow. Fallout 4. Ooh. 2 Octobers ago, when I blew up the dog.
Oh! Oh! Oh, baby! Oh, I'm so sorry. You okay? Oh no!
How do I heal him? Stimpack. There. That's nowhere
Oh my god,
near.
I'm so
Wow.
sorry. I'm so sorry, babe.
If you think that was a good squeal, you have not watched a lot of my streams, have you? We do not speak of Fallout 4. You haven't watched my Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough. That was more like shouting. The Gayblade was more, and other things in Kingdom Hearts 3, I think were more like shouting rather than like sounds. Like that was a legit fangirl siren. That was a legit fangirl siren what just happened here. There was a what was the when Red was reading the fan fiction and with the Sorikusaurus, that was something crawling out of the depths of my soul. We played Fallout 4. We played, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 streams of Fallout 4, something like that. We gave it a very fair shot. We gave it a very fair shot before I just wasn't having fun anymore. I lasted longer in Fallout 4 than I did Chain of Memories. Oh, jeez. But yeah, go watch the highlights of my Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough. That, like I said, that's a lot of shouting. That's me. That's fangirl shouting and yelling. It was at least 3 streams that we gave Fallout 4. Yeah, no, this is... You can't compare the Siren. Oh, by the way, if you're watching a stream, because Twitch's new layout, if you're watching a stream and you want to get to, like, the other sections down below, you click on the avatar, if you didn't know. You click on the picture, and it'll switch you over to this view, which gives you, like, videos about, schedule. Granted, about, this stuff will show up during a stream while it's live. But if you want to see the schedule for whatever reason, and if you want to see videos or like past podcasts or clips is kind of more hidden now. I don't know why. Clips, you have to go here to get to clips. No, top of all time. Top of all time. No, this is screaming.
Sora.
This is screaming. This doesn't. This.
Oh
is
my god! This Sora gonna drop.
This is in a different category.
It was perfect timing.
This is in a different category
Sora!
than sounds. I mean, I guess there's some sounds. You have to turn down the volume.
I made it.
Were you here live for this? I'm blacked out. I have no memory of this live. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I was standing.
Oh my god, the best game ever! This is the best game ever!
My ears hated my earbuds. Oh no. This is true happiness. It was pure joy, is what it was. It was pure joy. I'm so glad I was standing so that I could literally jump up and down in that moment. So that's fangirl screaming is what that categorizes as. Whereas now we have a fangirl dinosaur call and a fangirl siren. That made it even more of a moment was that was the attack that they used in DDD, was that it wasn't just the fact that they did a combined stop. Oh my god, stop. It wasn't just the fact that they did a combined attack, it was that they brought back the Gayblade. They brought back the Gayblade from DDD, which I had just played. I had just played it like weeks before. And then it was like a fever dream of mine to like see it again. So when it happened right in front of me in Kingdom Hearts 3, spoilers, yeah, that enhanced like the freak out. Yes, the dinosaur call. The dinosaur call was from from when Red my sister read Soriku fanfiction on stream. Here you go. This is the
And Riku
dinosaur
loved him
call.
for that.
Here.
He was every bit Sora, and Riku loved him for that. Before
Or I guess we've classified it as an unholy screech.
Are you the grudge? Like, did you guys hear that noise? Like, I love you, but what's that?
Tallis, that makes it even worse to my
He
own
was every
fanfic.
bit Sora, and Riku loved him for that. before. Are you the grudge? Like, did you guys hear that noise? Like, I love you, but what's that?
It's yeah. Now this is just Peachy. We go through Peachy's Twitter. Do you follow me on Twitter? Do you follow me on Twitter? You should rectify that right now. And follow me on Twitter. You guys. Oh no, that's just a shout. There's a fangirl reaction there, but it was just a... like a cry. Fangirl cry. The whole timeline's just Kingdom Hearts now. Everybody unfollow me. It's like all she posts is Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I don't blame you, Soggy. I don't blame you for leaving Twitter. You gotta curate your experience on Twitter. You gotta tell the algorithm what you don't want to see. You gotta make sure you don't follow people that post stuff that you don't want to see. It's still gonna come across your timeline. It helps a lot. It helps a lot if you interact with the stuff you do want to see and tell the algorithm, no, I don't like to see this. But it's still gonna come across your feed. That's your own fault, Soggy. But more power to you for leaving it. Yeah. No, I told it very early on, like once all the political stuff started. Every political post, I just told it, don't want to see this, don't want to see this, don't want to see this. And I still, like I said, I still see it, but very rarely compared to it being, 3/4 of my feed. Dancing cat guy, though, that's Talus. Cal's here too. Hi, Cal. I love the little outfit. So cute. Is that that's new Nashu's outfit? Yeah. That's you. That's Talus. I'm gonna change my glamour finally after this quest line. I've had this dress on for a while. My dancer dress. I'm just so scared that if I glamour something over this, like, I'm gonna lose this dress. Like, how do I put it in? I have to, like, unglamour it or something. Like, I'm too lazy to want to figure out that whole system and how it works. You take off the item and stick it in your dresser. That's it. That's the system. But then don't you lose the armor? Like, cause it's glamored onto armor, and then I'll lose my high level armor. Yeah. This is a glamour plate? I don't think so. I could be totally wrong. What about my? Oh, I guess I can apply it. Once again, I don't want to lose the armor that I have on. I did play the full Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yes, I did. Thank you, Her Hearts. Thank you for following on Twitter, guys. I appreciate it. Put it in the glamour dresser. Yeah, slap it on. Okay. This is not a glamour plate. I have this actually on my armor. See, that's what made me confused. That's why I'm like, I don't want to like lose it. I need to make sure I do it correctly. Do I plan to do hard mode on what? Like, hard mode dungeons in this game? I don't know. Maybe. This game is free up to a certain level. And then, which right now is 35. On Tuesday, there's an update, and they're going to up that to, is it 60? You're going to be able to go through to the first expansion, or you're going to be able to play the first expansion for free. But then if you want to play more than that, you have to buy the game, and there's a monthly sub fee. And then you can't play anymore unless you have that monthly sub fee after that. But if you stay, as long as you're on the free version, you can play as much as you want. Welcome back, Bubba. Is it 60? Up to level 60? Oh, I don't know who my favorite Final Fantasy VII character is. Probably Cloud, but they're all absolutely over-the-top phenomenal. I love every single character in that game. Even if you glamour over it, when you put it in your dresser, it restores to that appearance, so that's all you do. Okay. Okay, we'll take a day someday and figure out the glamour stuff. This game really supports, you can be every class and do everything on one character. You can't, I don't know about the free version, but, for the paid version, you can have multiple characters across multiple servers. But depending on how many you have, you might have to pay a higher subscription fee. I only have one character. I've only ever needed one character. Oh my god, they did. Oh my god, I mean, Marlene, baby Marlene was so cute. I mean, every character in 7 Remake is just over the top amazing. Hi, Valot. Does the preferred server status change on Tuesday? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. If you put it in the dresser, it becomes like an SE version of a skin. Then you make a glamour plate. You can glamour over any armor set. Huh. Okay. Ixer says, I could never imagine not doing everything in a game. You don't play MMOs, do you? I don't know if it's possible to do everything in an MMO. That's kind of like the point, is there's so much content. From random, crazy little side achievements, things to collect, side quests to do. Like, it's insane. I've never platinumed a game. Like, I know Xbox and PlayStation have, like, you know, platinuming a game, getting trophies and stuff. I've never platinumed a game. I want Kingdom Hearts 3 to be the first one. I'm working on my KH3 Platinum. Ken Meister says, I tried to do everything in an MMO once. I lost 5 years of my life. I mean, that's fair. You don't want to play Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. I completed the community center in Stardew. I think Stardew is very doable. There's a lot to do in Stardew, but I think that one's actually doable. Like, I literally don't know if it's possible to do everything and have everything and, like, literally have nothing else to do, accomplish, or collect in an MMO. I mean, maybe some. You did everything in 14 2.0 and then Heaven Sword, and then I haven't caught up yet. There's one dude in World of Warcraft that's gotten 100% of all the achievements. Wow. And that's just the achievements. That, I mean, there's probably still, like, skins to collect and, like, stuff like that. Jeez. I know at one point, I think this was a while ago, but I think it was Deroyer was trying to do everything in Guild Wars 2. Or maybe it was just all the achievements, to have all the achievements in Guild Wars 2. And I know he got, like, really, really, really far in it. I don't know if he ever actually caught up at one point. But then they just add more. They just add more. You did all the hot achievements? Wow. Even that. Like, even that is impressive. In this game, one of the big things is getting, having an 80 of every single class. Excuse me. Like in Guild Wars, one of the first things I did was having an 80 of every class. And that was, like, super fun. There's some cosmetics you have to pay for in this game and some you don't. The cash shop is cosmetic and convenience. It's not pay to win. But yeah, it does, on top of paying for the game and a monthly subscription fee, this game also has a cash shop as well. But it's like I said, it's just glamour. It's just cosmetic stuff. Totally optional. Yes, that let me just down my coffee. Glorious. Glorious. That's what MMOs are all about. They're all about fashion. How can you make your character look cool? If you've come for the Mandragoras, I fear you're half a bell too late. As were we, blast it all. That's really cute how it, like, kneels down to hug. To hear the poor merchant tell it, no sooner had he opened his cargo hold to check on a shipment of vegetables than did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder. Hey, we've heard of Screech. Fled his own vessel in sheer terror, he did. By the time he came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Aleport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you've a mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his sad tale. Ah, is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by Fisherman's Bottom will carry us to Aleport. Let us be swiftly on our way. Fisherman's Bottom? Isn't that like something in SpongeBob? Isn't that like... I don't know, Pineapple's Bottom or something? Out of the blue. A yellow jacket in need is a yellow jacket indeed. What are these? A water cannon? Oh, blue. Oh, no, wait. This is... No, hold on. Okay. Ah! That's something else entirely. But see, once I'm done with all of this stuff, then it's like I finally get to go around and, like, collect every single, like, one of those quests with the plus. I'll finally get to do that. Like, right now, I, like, avoid them because I don't want to fill out my quest list. But once I don't really have a main quest, I'll finally get to, like, just take everything. Everything you can find. Dab. Nice. Eeh! Don't sneak up on me like that. I thought you were a feral turnip, a murderous eggplant, or something like that. Think I jest, do ya? You'd be singing a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye, as it did mine. My eye! By that time I'd regained my wits, they'd already set sail with me ship and me livelihood. I'm ruined. If I never see another bleeding onion till the end of my days, it'll be too soon. Seeds of Rebellion. A tiny trader would like you to save the realm from a vegetal scourge. To hear most say it, the Mandragoras are a nasty lot. A right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. But let me tell you, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow frawns from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous black guards have a far grander scheme. Revolution. Madness, you say? Take a ferry to the Isle of Umbra and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist. This muscle-bound fellow with a dim expression. I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me, if it ain't the undead overlord what fancies himself a gentleman inspector. Which would make you... Aye, could it be? The adventurer what bested the thieving duelist in single combat? Sure. That's me. Well, bugger me and call me Inspector. Tell me, is it true the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. And that's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the Mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind in the Isles of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them before the harvest comes. Many a case I have solved in my day, but I've not matched wits with a sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating to the Isles of Umbra. To the Isles of Umbra. Let us go. To the Isles. Okay. Do. I would like to go to the Isles of Umbra. Yes. Talus does have the shiny new heart. There are precious few crystal peaches right now. Talus, Alaska, Eternal, Synchrony. There are but a handful of beautiful crystal peaches. Doesn't Talus always have a shiny heart? All right. Mandragoras. Oh. I know, we got so many peaches now, right? You feel a hostile gaze upon you. Uh-oh. Are there hostiles? Hostile vegetables. Talus's badge matches his actual heart now confirmed. Is that a good thing or a bad thing to have a crystallized heart? I guess it's what kind of heart you have. Or what kind of crystal. Because some are good and some are bad, right? So if you play this on PlayStation and you have a PlayStation controller, you actually hear speaking? Really? I wonder why they didn't put that in the PC version. You have to have a heart. Everything has a heart. Oh, is this a solo mission? Oops. Oh my god! Onion Prince! talking. No, the Mandragora slain. Yeah. All right. Prezi, I know, the crystal peach is so shiny, you gotta put on sunglasses, it's so bright. Happy! Oh my god, I actually saw Happy as soon as she came into the chat today. Sometimes it takes me a while, for some reason. I don't know why. Good to see you, Happy! Repair gear... Oh, I guess it's pretty good. It's alright. Oh my god, that video of like the duck like booping the camera. I was like, I have to share this with Happy, and then I was like, oh, somebody already shared it. It's so fast. You weren't as sneaky today. you were waggling your little duck feet. You return. I feared you might end up a tasty snack for a crazed head of cabbage. The stolen foodstuffs. You saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Gugudumu is quite particular about his seasonings. Oh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. That wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it's time we return to the case. Now, there must be some clue that yet eludes us. Core, the peppers have changed color. Oh, was that a curse? Like, Core, the peppers have changed color. I have no idea. What's this? Peppers that possess the same powers of disguise as our many-faced foe? A gentleman must needs investigate. A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple that Master Lewenhart described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate? But look here, Inspector. The crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. How curious. Did I say purple? I meant a bluish purple, or a bluish... purplish blue. The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. These peppers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. I mean, it is dark out. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. Ah, get him! Ha! The charade is up after that man. It is as I suspected all along. The goggles have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed, Nashu! The fiend must be brought to justice. Run, Nashu! Double-tuned! What's up? Thank you so much! How you doing? Welcome on in, everybody. Can we welcome our raiders with a puppy stampede? Have I ever seen a gold carbuncle? Don't know that I have. I will wait a second in case you guys are watching an ad. I know how it is. I know how it is. Double tuned! Big fan since Guild Wars 2. Nice to see you playing 14. Ah, thank you! That's so cool. I assume you play 14 as well? What's your main? If you have to go because you're tired after your stream, please, I understand. Absolutely. Please rest. Please get some food. Thank you so much for the raid. It's so nice to meet you. So nice to see you. Yeah, we still play Guild Wars 2 every Tuesday, and we play, we now play Final Fantasy 14 every Friday. Okay, so we're going north. We're doing the Hildibrand quest right now for the first time. It is hilarious. I love it. Another fate. Uh-oh. You can run, but you cannot. Aha! If you thought you could outsprint this Manderville man, you were sorely mistaken. For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. I love that he just keeps the pose. Done in by a snipper, a fitting end for an ignoble thief. Let's see what lies behind the mask. Where am I? Who are you? Ha! Playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet with Miss Arabella when... Miss Arabella! I must find her at once. Oh, my head. It would seem that this man wears no mask. This is the true Lewinhart. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the estate in Wineport when one of the brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant, he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. Mainly stream Final Fantasy XIV and main... Durg in Elemental... Oh, Dragoon. Okay, I was like, I know. I was like, what is that? Thank you. I was like, what is that the abbreviation for? Very cool. There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet, he could not have foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. More importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We need simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. Let me see your hands. An excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Lewinhart back to the estate, that we might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. Ah! I found you, my little ones. Let me guess, you seethed with anger at those that took from you what was yours. It's the thief. Then it would appear that our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. Vegetable revenge. Oh, it's a 12 reference. Okay. Bye-bye, Double Tuned. It was so good to see you. Thank you again for the raid. Have a good weekend. Game is afoot, inspectors. It's the homeroom teacher. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? The ball? I thought it was a wedding. Alright. Sweet Arabella. Arabella! Chocolate cookie! I was just thinking that I want a cookie. How did you know? Here she is. Miss Arabella, what are you doing out here? You must return to the estate at once. Oh, Lewin, always the worrier. Your concern is touching, but I am a woman grown. Besides, I just wanted to see the flowers. Lovely though these flowers may be, they are unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I am Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Please, call me Hildy. The pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella, but still your gentle heart. For as long as Hildibrand is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Manderville name. The gods smile on me indeed, to send such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion. And yet... You seem pensive, milady. Is something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Vance. Why, I have not even met him. He sent me this clasp as a betrothal gift, a treasure for my treasure. Wear it always, the message said. I do not care how beautiful it is. It might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable! Father says that this arranged marriage must happen, that it is for the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true olden. But if I may be bold, milady, would I be correct in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood? Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though as a servant rather than a son. You may think Father a cold and miserly man, but to me, he is the man who gave me warmth and hope when I had none. I will learn to love Vance, if that will make Father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You are a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm likely to lose my wits. But anyway, if we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I as well must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. Aww. Hi, chocolate cookie. I'm here. Just take this. Take this if you want to live. Thank you so much, chocolate cookie, for that cereal bit. Welcome. I know, yeah, he's a Lalafell. She's definitely not a Lalafell, so yeah. Bubba, can I ask you to stop, like, jumping around on top of me, following me around with giant flashy mounts? It's very distracting and just, like, yeah. Can I just ask you to not, please? Alright, we gotta talk to... Cal! We gotta talk to Hildibrand. Case of indecency. With a maiden's virtue hanging in the balance, Hildibrand would hasten back to Costa del Sol. We've not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested Manderville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. 'Tis an art that I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for that once our foe is in shackles and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in your adventures as it has in my investigations, or, failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. But I digress. A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me. Aha, aha, aha. Let us away. Hi, Sunny. How have you been? Happy Friday. This way. Inspector Briardian, I have seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I have canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabella just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is truly a match for our own, tee? There's no time. Without the thief in custody, we cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. You like the butterfly wings? This is a glamour from the Mog Shop that Kirtana got for me. It's pretty. But Inspector, Vons and his family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. That is nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the Inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're the expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over, blow something up or the like? You know, like you always do? Inspector Briardian, I knew the day would come that you recognize my many talents. Worry not about Master Vons. Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what must needs but be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know when he's being insulted. Now to the task at hand. We must find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying around. Perfect. Luna, find some suitably ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella outside the gates. I shall proceed with the investigation. Right. This way. It's been fun, Cal. I've enjoyed this questline. Wait, are we going right here? Here. Has the Lapis Maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Servant's garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing. I much prefer what you're wearing. Ah! Do you? Do you? I much prefer that slime hat. Thank you for the host, Sunny, and thank you for the anonymous ghosty bit. We certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them as you will. That was hilarious. Greetings, friend. Oh, what is this you have for me? I just showed Knight of Mercury the fangirl alarm click. I think he died laughing. Oh my god. I'm so glad to have brought some joy with that clip. Oh my god. Servant's garb, but why? Miss Arabella, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into these clothes and promise that you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony. Father will be furious, and Lord Vons. We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to a certain gentleman. You need only concern yourself with your own safety. No, I didn't see that, Arya. When's that coming? The skimmer is going to be able to dive under the water in Guild Wars 2? See, I expected that to be like an expansion thing. Who called the first, oops. The first underwater mount being, Skimmer. Everyone kept saying they wanted an underwater mount. How cool! Rise of Bubbles. Super cool. Underwater zone. Underwater zone. Very cool. Very cool. I'm not surprised by underwater mount. I'm surprised that they're just like adding it to the skimmer. And it's not like its own mount. Wow. Super cool. I called that a while ago. Just throw money. Did you know ducks can dive underwater? Just saying. Just saying. No, it's confirmed that was the official Guild Wars 2 account tweeting that out. So it is 100% confirmed. Unless you were talking about something else. Yeah, right. What about like the hummingbird? You go underwater with the hummingbird mount? I mean, I imagine it just, I don't know, maybe skins like the hummingbird will be, like in a bubble or something. Something's telling me it's just not gonna change. Like, if you have the hummingbird mount, you just have to accept that you're underwater with a hummingbird. Oh, thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime sub here, Snuffleupagus. I appreciate it. Thank you. They said didn't they say like an upgrade was coming to a mount or something? And then there was the silhouette of like the skimmer in the background. Something. There was like... There was, yeah, it was something like that. Like, we guessed, like, maybe the skimmer. New mountability is what they said, and then they kind of showed the skimmer in the background, so yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I really thought it was going to be its own mount for the underwater thing. We should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella. Your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. Lumen, if father heard you saying such things... Ooh, I love her blue hair, like, in the light. I should have said them long ago. But by not doing so, I have put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one, but 2 skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Very well. I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here. Pray. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my banquet dress, Inspector? Luna, bring Mistress Arabella's dress to that bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see to his task, but I would imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now, let us return before the festivities begin. The blue slime in the sun is oh so pretty. And he heats up. Luna's head is very hot right now. Ah, you return. Me? I was in the act of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vance at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? Take this dress. Don't put it on. Why, this is Miss Arabella's dress. I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it. But worry not, I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that, I must attend to Master Vance before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend. I assure you that Inspector Briordian and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? An underwater raptor. Yes. Curses, how am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? Stupid party and its stupid people. Friends, family, business associates, 'tis an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sols for today's feast, co-hosted by the Bruguer Consortium and the East Elinard Trading Company. We trust that you've been enjoying fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. The Lapis Maiden. If even half the tales of her beauty are true, Vance is the luckiest bastard in the realm. Yalto Noto, Sai Nana, honored guests, it is a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vance, future chair of the Bruguer Consortium, to Arabella, daughter of Master Guguramu and the East Alinar Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows ere today, that the happiness that is theirs may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. My son brushed his hair for this. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. Damn you, Hildibrand Manderville, you had one job. She's beautiful! Were the rabble expecting otherwise? She is my bride, after all. Oh no. He put on the dress. Milady, they say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray give your hand unto me. My sun and stars, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes, I am yours and shall be forevermore. What have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Ah! Oop, wait, no, that's Briordian. Not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. They had fun with this quest. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildibrand, Age of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. These little earrings. Pigtails. The fiend who now lies defenselessly before me. The game is up, Vance, or shall I call you by another name, the thief of many faces? She's fallen asleep again! Me, the thief? Are you mad? It appears that my masterful deductions have proved beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well, allow me to elucidate. Yeah, I don't know that word. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tale of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but 2 men here in Costa del Sol who had gazed upon her lovely visage before today. Her father, Guguramu, and her steward, Lewenhart. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vans, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not the fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces. And anyone else with half their wits about them? How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once! Lock him up in gaol and throw away the key. Arabella? Oh, thank the gods you're safe. Come with me quickly. There's a dangerous madman about. Oh. A glove on his right hand. Could it be? He's beautiful!
One more month.
One more month. You just became a Dream Peach! Can we get some love and chat for Atomic Samurai Robot? Ooh. Oh, did he just want the necklace? Thank you, Atomic! 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. 4 years, that beautiful Dream Peach. Wow. He was accidentally right. Oh, is that live? I wasn't sure exactly when that went live. Yeah, the 20% off. Twitch is having a... If you've never... From what I understand, if you've never subbed to a channel before and it's your first sub ever, your month 1 subscription, it's 20% off. A tier 1 sub, which, you know, which would make it $1 off. Yeah. The man is a fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not, and what is yours is now mine. That's the thief! Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him! Aww. You came all this way for me? You love me. You really, really love me. What? From what I understand, Ixer, no, it does. That it would not count if you've been gifted a sub, which I know sucks. But like I said, from my reading of it, that was my understanding as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like their butter knife swords. The attention is most flattering, but I have taken what I came for, and now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again. It's the 4th Hokage. Oh my god. What if someone's emotes were just like all Hildibrand? What's up, official? Nice to meet ya. Thanks for following. I hear that the real Vans was found and bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I am sorry. Her what, milady? The banquet was more exciting than I could have ever hoped for. Vance and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it's for the best. I would find my own way to make father happy, by living my life as I would live it. It is you, Inspector Hildibrand, who have taught me this lesson. So anime. For the love of the gods, somebody find him a change of clothes. But one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge said he would steal the Lapis Maiden's virtue, yet in the end, he took only her neckpiece. Now that you mention it, Master Gugudamu told me about the clasp when it first arrived. Engraved with the mark of the sun goddess, it is one of the most treasured pieces from the Bruguière collection, known by many as Azema's virtue. The maiden's virtue, indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. She's like, oh my god, I love Nashu so much. No!
Shanked.
Over here, Inspector, it says, made you look. Murder. Now we have a murder to solve. Oh my god. It is a calling card. It's so Persona. The fiend plays us for fools. Give that to me at once.
You just got shanked.
When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once, he may very well do so again. Verily, Inspector, I must agree. One can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces. You sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, when we next meet, you will be mine. Yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, verily, indubitably the Phantom Thief. Most certainly. She's got the onion. Oh my god, that was creepy. That wasn't creepy or anything. That's right, it's underscore. Send in the calling cards. They're even black and red. The Parlay minigame is now available. You have unlocked the Parlay minigame. Entertain yourself as many a Manderville man has before you by opening the toy chest in any inn room. Yeah, perfect timing. To the victor goes a priceless treasure. While the smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Are 8 legs better than... Oh no! Is that Ultros? Can a Manderville man triumph over terrors and win the day? The Colosseum Conundrum. Yes. Wait, is that not out yet? I love that outfit. on her. So cute. The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Oh, that's it! Oh, wow. Nope, I play Guild Wars 2 every Tuesday. Every single Tuesday. Oh, the next one is out. Oh, you were saying... Oh, you were asking when I was going to play it. Whenever we finish 5.3. Wait, it's a real key and a figurative one? At the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time. The return of his dad. Toy chest. You have acquired a toy chest containing several mini-games. Visit an inn-room to try your hand at these popular Eorzean pastimes. Oh my god, cool. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, did I like just unintentionally like sync it up? Yay! Yeah, we don't need to find out the fate of Crystal Boyfriend. Nah, episode 4 next week. That is a dance. Wow, I did really well at syncing that up just randomly. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. It was perfect timing. Perfect timing. Oh, it was fun. It was fun. That one was a lot more reading, like, all at once. It was more exhausting. I also was less awake today, and that has a big impact. I feel like I'm thirsty. I feel like I'm thirsty. I've been thirsty all day. Oh, my beautiful peaches. Beautiful peaches. Hey, Kaiser, what's up? Oh my gosh. So next Tuesday is when the finale of Shadowbringers. The finale of Shadowbringers is next Tuesday. I won't be playing it until Friday, which means you guys will have to be very hush-hush about spoilers. And you guys do really, really well in the Final Fantasy XIV section in Discord at censoring yourselves, at putting the spoiler tags. I intentionally, like, whenever it's going to be a couple days till I, you know, play the content, I intentionally, like, I don't look in that... If I look in that section, I just, like, scroll through it real quick. But like I said, you guys are amazing at putting the spoiler tags in that channel. So I mean, I won't even click on it next week. So that I have no chance of spoilers. Hopefully Twitter doesn't spoil me. Because I do follow a lot of people who play it. But I'm sure nobody's gonna put, like, you know, big reveals, hopefully. So yeah, so I'll be playing it on Friday, which is nice because it'll give you guys a chance to play through it, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that you can actually be here to see my reaction. Sunday's your birthday! Happy birthday, Kaiser! You took a week off work to play it, Manic? Oh my goodness, hardcore! I should look at the channel right now. I can do that. Oh, look at the fatter cat. Look at the fatter cat. He's so cute. Oh my god, he's so... His cheeks are so big. His cheeks are so big. He's so round. Happy! Happy, that is the roundest, most rotund plushie that there could ever be. Does it have little, like, pink paw pads on the bottom of its toes? I am. I'm legitimately enjoying it, Manic. I like the Hildibrand arc. It's good. I am enjoying it. Hold on a sec. He does have pink toe beans? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's the best. So I'm just gonna see something real quick. He's so cute. He's got strawberry toe beans. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the skimmer is gonna go underwater in Guild Wars. That's so cool. No, cute Tony, you booped him. You're just booping his toe beans. You're booping his little foot. It's cute. It's cute. How far am I into 14? I'm, like Tala said, I'm completely up to date with the story. Completely up to date and doing side stuff. And as I understand, I'm almost done with all of the, like, major, like, side questy stuff. Like, I mean, I can do side quests for years, but, like, all of the, like, all the trials, all the dungeons, all the normal mode of dungeons, all of the side quests like Hildibrand that you guys like have been like highly recommending me for a long time. Pretty much all of that kind of stuff is done. How many episodes of Hildibrand are out? That's good. We'll have content for a long time. Like I said, even after then, we've got like flying to unlock in like tons of zones. We've got every plus quest across the entire game. We've got stuff forever. 15! Oh my gosh, 15 total, 1 per patch. Wow! The expansion ones are shorter. Oh my gosh. Okay. What shows am I into on Netflix? At the moment, Mr. P and I are watching through The Norseman, which is like a Viking era parody. It's really funny. That's on Netflix, and Mr. P is gonna show me, I've never seen Reno 911, and Mr. P, he showed me the first episode the other day, and it was hilarious. So we're almost caught up on The Norseman. And so we're gonna watch Reno 911. Illuminous Sky. Savage raids, like, I don't, probably not. I'm not currently interested in doing hardcore content in 14, like dedicating myself to raids or anything like that. I'm good with the casual content. So my teammate Harry, Heal Me Harry, I think he does raiding. I don't know if he does savage raids, but he does more of that high level Final Fantasy 14 content. So I would highly recommend checking him out. He streams in the morning before I do. So if you're looking for someone who does that kind of content, I highly recommend Harry. Thank you, Talus. Inochi plays Final Fantasy 14 too, but I don't think she's currently, like, I don't know if she does like the hardcore endgame content. I know she like keeps up with the story and stuff. Bye, Atomic. Thank you for the 4 years today. Thank you for lurking today, Standby. Oh, is she catching up? Okay. Yoshi P told us to look out for clues in 5.3, but he may have been joking. Clues to what? Right now, Harry is doing ultimate raids, but I think he's done savage raids. Oh, clues to Hildibrand. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of at this point, like story is also always, you know, takes priority, the main story. And then I kind of just go like, I kind of just play it by ear, and I take your guys' recommendation on Final Fantasy XIV content. Like once we finish a certain line of content, then I put it out to the community. I ask you guys, you know, what are you guys interested in seeing? What do you think I should do next, you know? And I like doing it that way because the MMOs that I play, I only play on stream. I actually don't do too much gaming offline at the moment. So yeah, I only play I play Guild Wars 2 on Tuesdays and Final Fantasy 14 on Fridays. And yeah, so in 14 I love having you guys guide me to the content you want to see, the content you think that I should do. And story is always the most important to me. So you guys have been recommending the dungeons and, you know, anything that has you know, that has a story. Yeah, we did the Four Lords quest, that kind of stuff. Stormblood is the last we saw of Manderville. Hildy is immortal. Oh, chocolate cookie. Thank you for the bit. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for lurking today, Ivy Blade. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for all the love today. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for playing the game with me. Thank you for just hanging out in chat. And it was super fun. So let's do it all again tomorrow. Let's do it all again tomorrow. And I think we're just gonna play more Dream Drop Distance tomorrow because I am having a blast replaying that game with you guys. So we'll have our normal geeky chat and then play some Kingdom Hearts. You're welcome, Happy. It was good to see you. I saw, if it's the skimmer, Allie, I saw. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, we saw the skimmer is gonna be able to go underwater in Guild Wars 2. That is super cool. That is super cool. I hope there's still like another underwater mount that maybe has like different abilities or something. And this is just like to get everybody used to going underwater with a mount. I don't know. We'll see. Inwits is bringing back more Soriku content, 10 out of 10. I mean, it is one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games. I've always wanted to replay it. And it's the Soriku game, so. Bye, Ankh. We'll see you tomorrow. Sailor Uwu, good to see you. Thank you for hanging out today. Calvinist. Oh, you're so sweet, Allie. Thank you so much for not just saying, like, Peachy, did you see the skimmer can go underwater now? Since you didn't know if I had seen it yet. See, that is the exact way to ask. Like, hey, did you see the Guild Wars 2 news? Yes, that's the way to do it. Aw, you're so sweet, Allie. Bye, Jessica. Bye, Prezi Chen. Bye, Twang. Aw, have a beautiful evening.